Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is 20th video of Python basic series and 6th video of object oriented programming in Python. In this video, we are going to learn about the property decorators and setters in Python. Let's say we want to create one system in that we have to just pass a name of student, first name and last name, and after that it will return us the full email address of the student. Okay, so let's create a one class that name is a student. In that I am going to initialize with help of init method. First parameter will be self, second parameter will be first name, and the last parameter will be last name. Okay, so inside that I am going to initialize self dot first name is equal to first, self dot last is equal to last. Okay, so now I want to create one method. Inside that I am going to describe a full name of student. So let's say create full name. So I am going to return app string. So app string will be name of student is self dot first and self dot last. Okay, so let's create one instance of a student class. So let's say s1 is equal to student. Inside that I am going to pass first name and last name of a student. So let's say John and the last name will be Kingston. Okay, so let's call our full name method. So let's call s1 dot full name, and after that I am going to print this s1 dot full name. So you can see that it is returning us that name of student is John Kingston. Okay, so let's say we want to create a email address from our first name and last name. So how can we do that? So let's initialize here self dot email is equal to app string. Let's say first. Okay, first dot last at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so we created one email address. Okay, so let's print our email. So s1 dot email without a parenthesis because it is an attribute. Okay, so you can see that name of student is John Kingston and email address of student is john.kingston at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so let's change the name of student. Okay, so now we want to change the name of student. So how can we do that? We can simply change the name of student by s1 dot first name is equal to, let's say, Cody. Okay, now we change the name of student. Now I am going to print full name of the student. So we can do simply s1 dot full name. Okay, so you can see that the new name is the name of student is Cody Kingston, and let's print the new email address. So print s1 dot email. Okay, so here one thing you have to notice that we change the name of student Cody. Okay, and after that we want to get the email address of the student, but it is showing us the old email address john.kingston@gmail.com. Why it is happen? Because this email address is get from the our constructor or instance. Okay, when here we pass the John and Kingston. Okay, so that's why it is showing us john.kingston@gmail.com. so let's create a one method that will create our email address. So first I am going to erase this from here. Okay, def email. Inside that I am going to pass self. Okay, so return. Okay, so return app string. Now I have to do self dot first, self dot last at the rate gmail.com. Okay, So now I am going to print our s1 dot email, but now our email is our method, so we have to pass parenthesis. Okay, so I am going to pass parenthesis in end of our s1 dot email. So you can see that the name of student is John Kingston. Okay, the email address is john.kingston@gmail.com. After that, we change the name of student Cody Kingston. So the email address is now changed, cody.kingston@gmail.com. But one problem is that we do not want to pass parenthesis in end of our s1 dot email address. So how can we change that? Okay, so Python provide us property decorator. So we can use a property decorators to access our method as attribute. Okay, so you have to just use property. Okay, so you have to just use property decorator, and after that you have to erase parenthesis from your attribute. Okay, so now I'm going to run this code. So you can see that we can access our method as a attribute. So that is the fun thing, because so with help of property decorators we can use our method as attribute. So here you can see that s1 dot email cody.kingston@gmail.com. Now we can access our method as a attribute. Okay, so let's do another thing. Okay, so now what we want to do, so we want to change the email address, and from the email address we want to get the first name and last name of the student. Okay, so we can create a setter method. So how can we create a setter method? Okay, so for create a setter method you have to use name of your method email dot setter. Okay, now I am going to create same names email. First will be self and the last will be name. Okay, now what I am going to do, name is equal to name dot split from @. Okay, I'm going to explain you that how it will work. In 0, first name and last name is equal to name dot split dot. Now initialize self dot first is equal to first and self dot last is equal to last, and just pass setter is working. Okay, so we created one setter method. So here I am going to use s1 dot email is equal to, let's say, manav dot rao @gmail.com. From our gmail.com I want to get first name and the last name of the student. Okay, so now I am going to print s1 dot email. So you can see that setter is working and the email address is manav.rao@gmail.com. Okay, so we change the email address. So let's get the first name. So s1 dot first name and s1 dot last name, and we are going to print s1 dot full name. Okay, so here you can see that the email address is manav.@gmail.com. the first name is Manav, last name is Rao, name of the student is Manav Rao. So here you can see that we change the first name and the last name from our email address. Okay, so with help of our setter we can change the first name and last name. Okay, so from our Gmail address. Okay, so guys, we have seen that how can we use property decorators and setter in this video. Okay guys, so that's it for this video guys. If you have any question about the property decorator setters, so you can just let me know in comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching this video.